Stage. Um, for one thing I think that we are definitely talking about in our organization is the need to really revisit some of the initial practices that founded our organization. Our organizations were majority founded by college-aged individuals, but seemingly throughout history, we have lost that voice in leading the organizations and have diminished them to assistant positions with very little social capital and oversight as relates to actually telling us as older generations, I'll put myself as one of the older millennials, what the community needs. We are fortunate in Alpha Phi Alpha to have, we have one of our international board members here, our assistant regional vice president for the Midwest, Brother James Johnson is here, and represents our current culture of listening to the voices of the younger generation to lead us. I always talk, when I'm talking to the brothers, we need to reshift and reframe the way we think about leadership. We need to be open to the direction, whether that be the brand or the initiatives or the representation of the fraternity based off this generation. All of our organizations came from that, but it seems as if throughout history, those who once were in leadership have not moved out the way. So I will say that I am a prime example of Alpha Phi Alpha's effort to consider us as an intergenerational organization. I'm the youngest person ever to be identified as the executive director and chief operating officer for the fraternity. And that was done strategically by our leadership to say we need to reconsider, because we're losing our brothers. We're not retaining them. They don't connect. They become disengaged. And so there's a mission issue with that, but for me, from an operational side, there's a financial issue with that as well. And so that's one thing. I think the Black Lives Matter movement, it hopefully opened everyone's eyes up to the need to get out the way in some sense and to allow a new generation to set the tone. So we are doing that as an organization. And I think one thing that I would hope that we can collaborate, I know our general president is in line with this, is that we can work with PH.D, NAACP, and other social and civic rights organizations to set a strategy and a benchmark for how we engage with our 18 to 25-year-old members, because without them, in my opinion, our organizations will continue to go in circles similar to the letter that was addressed to the NAACP.